Saturday, January 8th, 4:13 p.m. New York time. It's the end of the first week for 2022. We'll look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index and the 30 stocks inside the index to get a comparison of where the current leadership is, where you should maybe be buying, and what you should be considering selling. So on the right would be the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index, and the left would be the single stocks showing you an alphabetical order. Each candle is a week. Guys, as YouTubers, this is what we do. This is part of a business. And when I ask for you to click the like button below, this, you guys, is showing you care towards supporting a small business. Yep, I'm a small business. Okay, I know that may sound really weird, just giving a like on a YouTube, but think about supporting a small business. Okay, back to the video content I want to share with you. The Dow 30 for the week. We made a higher high, higher low, and then closed back inside the prior week. We made a bearish pin bar. Got it? So there were sellers up here, and there were more sellers than buyers dragging the price down. Take note again, higher high, higher low, closed back inside that prior candles week. So we're looking for stocks inside the index that perform either equal or better to identify leadership or what you maybe should be considered buying either now or when they come into a price level that you feel is the trigger to be buying. Look at Apple here. Apple also higher high, but also made a lower low than the prior candle. Yep, and closed below that. Consolidation, but again, it's performing more bearish because it closed below that prior week where the Dow did not. Got it? Also, the Dow, the Apple, apologize, the Apple makes up like 7% of, I think it's 7% of the market or 7% of the index of the Dow, I'm trying to recall. Next is Alpha Mike Golf November. Closed green for the week, that's good. Made a higher high and a lower low, but it closed above the prior close week. That's good. That's more bullish than the index, because again, the index closed inside and below that prior week close. So take note, AMGN is stronger than the index. It's not at all-time highs, but for the year in this price range, it's performing better. So one would consider now here, this has been acting, and let's just open this up. This level. Look at 3 years. This gray area was acting as a supply zone here. When I say supply zone, that means buyers. Did a bullish pin bar, reversed up, went down into that supply zone, broke below it, trended down, tested it these prior weeks. Now it's acting as a supply zone of sellers. So use caution before you buy into that. Let's go on to the next. X-ray, Alpha, Papa, financials. We'll leave this open. You already know how the index on the right looks. We'll keep this open to a 3-year. So for the week, American Express, higher high, higher low, big impulse move up, broke above this consolidation. Very good. We're not at the all-time high, but again, did very well breaking above this. And the financials overall have turned around the past few days. That's bullish. Next, Bank of America. Nope, it's not at the all-time highs. Another financial, closed green, higher high, higher low, breaking above this consolidation, doing good right now. Yep, that trend is reversing, not very nice. So potentially it may go up to 225. If you're in it now or getting in it, you got an idea of where it's going to the upside. Again, that 200 big round number has been a significant price level where it was holding, and now it's above it, trending away from it. That's good. Caterpillar, Charlie Alpha Tango. For the week, huge impulse move up, outstanding. Higher high, higher low, closed above the prior week. Outstanding. That's good leadership. It's not at the all-time high. First, we need to get over this hurdle of 225 and close above 225, because right now it rejected that. And then once we close above it, we expect it to go to this midpoint. So these are potential target areas on the upside. This area, this gray area, again, was acting as a supply zone of sellers, broke above it, came down, tested it, came into making a demand zone of buyers, and that's what happened. And notice these swing lows were going higher, higher, identifying the trend was up, impulse move up, very nice. Charlie, Romeo, Mike, that's not looking good. Huge down, red candle, not looking good. Lower low, lower high, new low for the year, failure, yep, way off the highs. Huge candle too. So may get it retested at the midpoint for another opportunity to trade. Bearish. Again, this is a potential target area below the 225, below the 220. Cisco, Charlie, Sierra, Charlie, Oscar. Red for the week, lower low, lower high. And this has been the zone, the level. Now it's in there testing that. That's good. That's good. It had a little tail on the bottom. So one would expect that was a pullback, and now it's going to be reversing soon to the upside. Very nice. This was the supply zone of sellers. Went down, tested it, broke above it, pulled back. Now it's testing it, making it a demand zone for buyers. Very nice. Let's put an arrow up here, pointing up to see if we're going to have a reversal come soon. That's a potential trade idea on a faster time frame. Charlie, Victor, X-ray, Chevron. I mentioned this past several weeks to look to start buying this. Yep. So look at that huge impulse move up. Very nice. And this green area is demand zone buyers. And during this time, this is the times I was showing it as a buy opportunity. So now we have that breakout coming into a supply zone of sellers. Let's zoom out more. Yep. We'll go back. Maybe try 5 years. There we go. What is this all? This is supply zone of sellers. So we're right in there and it's halting. Coming to next week, we'll see what happens. But again, for the year, all-time new high. And it's been building straight to the upside. Good job out of you. Purchased it back when I shared it. And if you took gains, that's good too. On to the next. Disney, Delta, India, Sierra. Green for the week. Higher high, higher low. All-time high for the year right now. Yep, it's trending up. Doing a retracement. Look at last year. Here's the high of last year. And then it rolled all the way back down. So one would consider, zoom in a little bit more. This is a gap, realize all the gap from 2 years ago. We haven't filled it yet. And notice the big impulse move down. So we may be doing a retracement. The first potential target on the upside is the swing high. It hasn't taken it out yet. It already rejected it. So it breaks above that, close above that, it might go to the midpoint. But also concerned that this pullback may be occurring sooner than later since the market's been selling off. Yep, watch this potential gap getting filled. On to the next. Dow, Delta, Oscar, Whiskey. Yep, call Dow on the Dow index, but Dow Chemical, that's what this is. Nice. Higher high, higher low, trending up. See the swing low, this swing low. Nope, it's running up to the upside. $60. So again, this red area is supply zone sellers, potential area of resistance. If you're in the position now, use caution, but nice retracement. Pullback might be the opportunity to reload. It's ready, going stronger, better. It's performing better this year than the index. Again, here we go with the index on the right. Close red, lower low, lower high. Trending, possibly reversal, where that Dow is showing strength. On to the next. Goldman Sachs, another financial. Green for the week, higher high, higher low, close above the prior week. That's good. Again, it rejected. So the sellers up here to take out that swing high. Nice. So we'll come back and see next week if it even closes above 400. So big sellers up here, potential resistance and swing low. Potential trade ideas off those levels. Home Depot. Remember, this month we're going to have earnings of a lot of companies, and they will set the direction for the next 3 months, or at least the next 30 days after those earnings. Home Depot, big red candle, big sell-off, made a higher high, closed below the prior week. That's more bearish. Potential distribution, potential smart money selling. Got a swing low and gray area demand zone buyers, potential targets on the downside if you're bearish. Hotel Oscar, November, HON, stock symbol. Also another gap coming, potential to be filled sooner than later, where it did close green, higher high, higher low for the week. Big up pulse move, taking out this consolidation. That's potential resistance up there. Plus 225. The quarters, remember the significant numbers, quarters I mentioned? Yeah. We'll see what happens. But again, if the trend continues to the upside, these are the price levels. Look for targets. This swing high, and the demand zone, very well. Right there at the big round number, 200. Nice. IBM, India, Bravo, Mike. No surprise that it's struggling because NASDAQ's struggling. So made that bearish pin bar, higher high, higher low, closed above the prior week. But again, huge sell-off. I labeled the Fibonacci, potential retracements, 0.382, 0.618, and even that 0.50. Yep, look for potential pullback. Intel, another tech. Look what it did here. Close green for the week. Higher high, higher low, closing above the prior close. Okay. This was the supply zone. Again, supply zone of sellers went in there, rejected it. Not surprising. So that was a potential area to go trade bearish short. Again, it's going to have earnings on February 26th after the market closes. And here's the demand zone of buyers. Oops. Put that back. Extend this out. On to the next. Johnson & Johnson. Juliet, November, Juliet. Very close to this demand supply zone of sellers. It's already rejecting it. We'll see X continuation to take out that swing high, the yellow line, and then take out the next one up there. Made a higher high, higher low, closed green, way above that high. That's good. But again, it's pausing here. JP Morgan, another financial. Higher high, higher low, close above. Very nice. Coming into that target swing area. Swing high, swing high. If you don't want to buy the financials, individual stocks, remember that's one of the 11 sectors of the S&P 500. So you could trade the stock index, XLF. That's a stock symbol. It's a stock ETF, XLF. It's the financials. Looking here at Coca-Cola, green for the week, higher high, higher low, close above the prior week. Very nice. Close above 60. Very nice. Huge gap there. McDonald's, Mike, Sierra, Delta. Yep, red for the week. Made a higher high, higher low, closed inside the prior week. So this area is the demand zone of buyers. Receive it even pulls back there. But notice smaller trailing ranges versus these impulse moves up. So one would consider potential pullback. Sit on hands and wait for a pullback to reload. Again, it's been one of the strong stocks last year and this year. Yeah, all-time high last year. Outstanding. Look at these consolidation breakout. Very nice. Very nice. 3M. Mike. Bad last year. Yeah. It's still struggling. Okay, closed green for the week. Higher high, higher low. Closed above the prior week. Or see how it goes if it takes out this swing high. Again, there's already nope. Look at this. Few potential areas to be concerned about. Draw a little zone. So this is where the sellers are. This seller's supply area right in there. Use caution on that. Label that a little bit better. Nope, didn't work. Do it later. Merck, M-E-R-K. Very nice. Close above $80. Round number. Higher high, higher low. Or higher high, but made a lower low, but then made a tail below that and closed way above that close. Very nice. Strong like bull. Very nice. Outstanding. So now it's at the highs of the year, just shy of. Still have to take out these highs from last year, but potential target right there, 83.59 in that zone. Very nice. It has earnings February 3rd before the market opens. Microsoft. I've been sharing you with this for weeks, probably months. Yeah, probably a few months. Been saying it's bearish. Look to trade bearish. Don't be buying here. And that's just what's been happening. Look at that. Red candle for a week. Lower high, lower low, closed below that prior week. Already broke below all this consolidation, broke below that. Very bearish. Now we're into this supply zone demand zone where buyers were targeting the swing low. We have another swing low. Nope, it's very weak. And those were the yellow arrows, I remember also when I shared with you to trade bearish. Good opportunities to make money there if you followed that. NKE, Nike, as well. Shared this to be trading bearish. I shared it a few times last year and this year. So looking at Nike, the week red, lower low, lower high, closing below that prior week. Consolidation, breakdown consolidation, staircase pattern, lower low. Yep, very shy of coming into this swing low, 155.47, and then potential target even at 150. Big round number. Yep. We'll see how it goes. When is this? Nope, we don't have earnings anytime soon. We had them last month, I recall. Yep, just bearish. Procter & Gamble, outstanding. Closed green for the week, hit a higher high, but a lower low, and closed back inside the body. It's consolidation. Look at that consolidation, breakout to the upside, consolidation, staircase pattern, higher high. Very nice. Outstanding. All-time high, all-time high. Made a new high than the last year, so even stronger than the index. Another financial, travels, Tango, Romeo, Victor. Green for the week, higher high, higher low, close above the prior week, and took out that swing high, all-time high for last year. So let's remove that. Outstanding, strong like bull. Very nice. Big difference what they were doing. Because look at this, all this was consolidation last year. Huge impulse move. New level. I like it. Uniform, November, Hotel. United Health. Red for the week. Lower high, lower low. Closed below that low. Huge move down. Yep, so now it's near the low of the year. So we had that huge run up last year. Big reverse. Biggest trading range for the week. For the past year, it never had that big trading range. Huge selling, huge volume. Institution smart money selling, potential targets. Look at this. Potential targets on the downside. Not looking good. Struggles real. Even a swing low. Wow. Another financial. Visa. Closed red for the week. Did make a higher high, higher low, but closed back inside that prior week. And look at that. We went right to that midpoint, rejected it. We went to 225, the quarters, rejected it. Midpoint, rejected it. Yep, so that worked out well. Let's shorten that up, update that. There we go. Yep, no, not surprised. That's where the potential trigger was, trade bearish. So good job. You could have done that day trade or swing trade. Yeah, so this financial is doing worse than many of the other ones. Where a lot of the financials show you we're doing better, not the Visa. When does it have earnings? 27 this month after the market closes. Verizon telecommunications. I made a video on telecommunications a few days ago. I mentioned Verizon and AT&T. I mentioned they were good looking to start buying. So for the week, and also I mentioned that a few times last year in the videos I was sharing. Look at this. Green for the week, higher high, higher low, close above the prior week. Huge impulse move up. And again, the zone now is currently coming into a supply zone of sellers. Time will tell. Down here was demand zone of buyers. Earnings January 25th before the market opens. Whiskey, Bravo, Alpha, Walgreens. Green for the week, higher high, higher low, coming into this supply zone of sellers at $55. So it's made an all-time high for the year right now. And already above this consolidation area. The trend is nice. Let's see if it continues with the momentum to the upside. Again, it's doing better than the index for the week, sorry, for the year. And Walmart, big Walmart. Green for the week, higher high, higher low. Looks like closing just above the close of prior week. That's nice. But again, rejected 145. So that's interesting there alone. Momentum's to the upside, but swing high up here. Supply zone of sellers. We'll see how it goes up here. Why? Because huge supply zone of pair of sellers and supply zone of sellers there. So again, if we break above and close above here, we could expect it to try to make a run for that 150. And it's good here. It did make a huge trading range here and reject it down here. So you have already a demand zone of buyers over here. Yep, I think it has a good chance of momentum to the upside. And then we'll leave it there. So you can see the index on the right. Again, we're looking at the weekly index of the Dow. Made a new high for the year, but already had a big sell-off, creating what's called a bearish pin bar.